We begin with a prayer. Heavenly Father, you are the source of life and of knowledge. We thank you for your many blessings. Guide those present today who are to receive foundation degrees and postgraduate qualifications, so that they may achieve much in future years. Through the action of your Holy Spirit, give them confidence in their own abilities, insight to know how best to develop their careers, and joy in sharing their gifts with others. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Would you please be seated?
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I now declare the ceremony open. I invite the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Margaret House, to give her welcome address.
Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Chair and members of the Board of Governors, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, colleagues, and especially you, our graduates. Welcome to our December 2013 graduation ceremony. Graduates, it is my pleasure and honour to congratulate you on your success in graduating from Leeds Trinity University. Today we recognise the achievements of you, our newest graduates. It is a time for joy after much hard work and dedication, a day everyone here at Leeds Trinity looks forward to with pride. For you, our graduates, this ceremony marks the completion of studies and the beginning of fresh challenges. We share in your excitement and wish you luck with your future. What you have achieved should not be underestimated. You had to work hard to earn your place on your chosen programme, competing against many others for your university place. Whilst gaining your place at university was an achievement in itself, once you arrived at university, the hard work really began. Intellectually and mentally demanding, studying for your postgraduate professional qualifications or your foundation degree has required a great deal of hard work, perseverance, and determination. And you've done it. And today is your day to celebrate. You thoroughly deserve your success, and I hope you feel as proud of yourselves as we do of you. Graduation is a very special occasion, giving you the chance to reflect on and celebrate your achievements. But of course, this isn't goodbye. Leeds Trinity is your university and will be here for you whenever you need us, when your skills need refreshing, when you're ready for the next academic challenge. As a Leeds Trinity graduate, your future is bright and your opportunities are boundless. Be confident and ambitious. Whether you have your future already mapped out or whether you are pausing before deciding what comes next, I believe we have prepared you well to work hard, to work well with others, and to take pride and enjoyment from your work and study. I'm honoured to share the stage today with a group of people who have played a significant role in your success. These are my colleagues, your lecturers who have been there for you throughout your degree, supporting you and providing you with knowledge and inspiration. I'd also like to thank our support staff, without whom the delivery of your courses or events like today would not be possible. I'm incredibly proud of the academic and support staff at Leeds Trinity University. They work hard to ensure your success, and I would therefore ask you to join me in showing our appreciation to them. On your behalf and on behalf of the university, I would also like to thank the bank of volunteers who worked tirelessly for the university throughout the year. Leading this group of volunteers are our governors, and I'm pleased to acknowledge Colin Forrest, Paul Rogerson, and Carolyn Lord, who are here present with us this afternoon. Our governors give up a great deal of their time free of charge throughout the year to support the university. In that regard, I would also like to express particular thanks to Ian Burrell, who took over as the Chair of the Board of Governors in August. And of course, our main volunteer, our Chancellor, Gabby Logan, who took up her post here almost a year ago now and continues to support the university in a variety of ways on and off the campus. Again, can I ask you to join with me in thanking them? But of course, today is a special occasion for your guests too, and I'm delighted to see so many guests here today to join you in your celebrations. Parents, carers, grandparents, partners, friends, aunties and uncles, children, husbands, wives, teachers. You've all been there for our students throughout their entire educational journey, a journey which started a long time before they came to Leeds Trinity University. Your contribution to their success has been invaluable, regardless of the ways in which you have supported them. I would like to personally thank each and every one of you for always being there for our graduates during their time at Leeds Trinity University. Now, graduands, this time a little experiment. This time, I would like you all to stand up, to turn and face your family, your friends, who've been here to support you, and to again, come on, stand. And again, join with me in showing our appreciation. I have to say that doesn't actually sound very grateful. Come on, you can do better than that. You may sit. Graduands, the time that you've spent with us here has been a time of great achievement for Leeds Trinity. We were awarded full university title in December 2012. Our credentials as judged by the UK Quality Assurance Agency and professional bodies are high, and our research profile is of international standing. We are committed to providing the highest standards of teaching and academic excellence for our students at Leeds Trinity University. This commitment was recently recognised in the National Student Survey, when 1/5 of our programmes recorded 100% satisfaction. We're extremely proud of this, as it is an accolade bestowed upon us by our students who respond to the survey. To reinforce our commitment to academic excellence, we're pleased to award prizes to high achievers in each department. Josh Pocklad will receive the John Murray Prize for Outstanding Academic Performance in the MA Victorian Studies this afternoon, and Samantha Hay will receive the Children, Young People and Families Departmental Prize for Outstanding Academic Achievement. I'd also like to take a moment to recognise some of the achievements of our academic departments through the academic year. This year's postgraduate journalism students have secured top industry jobs, including a journalism contract for Kate Russell with the popular glossy magazine Cosmopolitan. Sean Maloney has started his journalism career at the Pontefract and Castleford Express. Tom Swain has begun as a press officer in August for Welcome to Yorkshire, and John Cronshaw is now writing for the Yorkshire Post features team. Broadcast trainees Rachel Gallagher, Daniel Lynch and Emma Wilkinson have all secured positions with ITV Yorkshire, working on the calendar programme, whilst Ed Watson is freelancing for Sky Sports News Radio. Two other broadcast postgraduates, Janelle Benjamin and Juan Chappie, have secured bursaries from One World Media to make documentary films overseas. One flies out to Botswana shortly to make her documentary on the unlikely appeal of Western heavy metal culture in Africa, while Janelle's moving account of her journey back to her childhood home on the island of Montserrat, which was devastated by a volcanic eruption, has already won widespread acclaim. Of the MA Business Management students, Ruth Anderson, Head of HR and Business Administration at the London Borough of Camden, not only achieved a distinction in her dissertation devoted to the evaluation of executive coaching, but has also had a positive impact on the HR practices in her organisation. Sarah Morgan, curriculum leader at Leeds City College, put forward an interesting dissertation on content marketing and brand equity in the digital world, which may lead to even more ambitious research projects now that Sarah is looking to continue her academic studies towards a PhD. Joanna Calvert, who is involved in managing a busy Yorkshire GP practice, has put forward a research project reflecting on the most recent changes in practice management, and we hope it will be taken on board by her colleagues in the primary healthcare sector. Her work not only achieved academic distinction, but overall, Joanna's marks became the second best performing graduate across all Leeds Trinity University programmes. I would also like to take a brief moment to highlight the qualities, character and endurance of our foundation degree students. Although most, if not all, students work while studying, you typically work full-time, attend university 1 day a week for a full afternoon and evening of classes, with weekends and holidays sacrificed to prepare the next assignment. Your tutors sing your praises and have the utmost respect for your determination. Graduands, we recognise that you're graduating in a challenging economic climate, a climate of substantial change. However, as a Leeds Trinity University graduate and postgraduate, you have enormous opportunities waiting for you. Your degree has helped you to develop highly sought-after graduate and postgraduate level skills, such as critical thinking, self-reflection, creativity, flexibility, adaptability, high-level interpersonal skills, and self-assurance. Alongside your acquisition of these skills, the professional focus of Leeds Trinity University degrees has given you the best possible opportunity to become highly employable. Whether that is through the professional work placements that you've completed as part of your degree or by volunteering in the UK or internationally, this vocational focus has added tremendous value to your professional and personal development and your opportunity to succeed. But awards aren't just about gaining academic qualifications and skills and becoming employable. Throughout your time with us, you've gained independence, developed as individuals, and hopefully made friends for life. And who knows, maybe met your partner for life. These achievements are just as important as the academic merits of a degree. And I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say it's been a pleasure to watch you develop into inspiring individuals with very bright futures ahead of you. Leeds Trinity University may be less than 50 years old, but in that time we've achieved a great deal, and our students are amongst the most satisfied and most employable in the country. These achievements are the results of a successful partnership between Leeds Trinity University and you, our graduands and soon-to-be alumni. We can only sustain our success by continuing to recruit outstanding students like you, with the potential to achieve what you have achieved today, and you should feel very proud of the role that you have played in Leeds Trinity University's success. Today we're celebrating the success of you, our 2013 graduates. Everyone at Leeds Trinity appreciates that life is far from easy for today's graduates. Learning is a personal challenge. All of you have faced your own particular challenges, and all of you have overcome them. Your family and friends will have supported you. Many of you will have had to work to pay your way while you studied. All of you will have made sacrifices to ensure your success. It is therefore with enormous pride that everyone here sees your success today. It has been an honour to have you with us. I am sure that your friends and family here share in my delight at the achievements of you, our most recent graduates. You are all exceptional people. Well done and good luck.
We now move to the conferment of awards for our graduates. I invite the Chancellor and the Vice-Chancellor to step forward. And I invite Professor Denis Kobzev to present awards for business from the Department of Journalism, Media and Business.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I'm pleased to present the following. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Business Management, I present Numan Ali. Amna Javed. For the award of Master of Arts in Business Management, I present Muhammad Abubakar. Faiza Abbas. Muhammad Abbas. Chaudhry Sohail Ahmad. Ahmad Ahmed. Ruth Anderson. Bob Chingwalu. Purabi Chowdhury. Xing Heng. Kuram Iyaz. Aza Iqbal. Zahir Iqbal. Amjad Khan. Muhammad Khan. Khalid Minhas. Sarah Morgan. Muhammad Mustaq. Haoni. Lakman Perez. Sahib Zada Raza. Zakir Said. Asif Salam. Deborah Shaw. Hafiz Suleiman. Wenqian Sun. And Sami Ullah. For the award of Master of Arts in Public Communication, I present Emma Hughes.
I now invite Dr. Paul Coman to present awards from the Department of Children, Young People and Families.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I am pleased to present the following. For the award of Foundation Degree of Arts in Addressing Additional Needs, I present Hajinder Kaur. Hazel Mathers Riley. Skye Thornber. For the award of Foundation Degree of Arts in Early Years, I present Katiba Baig. Kate Bedford. Abby Blackburn. Emma Bryan. Melissa Coop. Julie Drysdale. Hannah Ford. Samantha Hay. Saima Hussain. Samantha Jennings. Hannah Jessup. Wahib Khan. Shasta Likat. Victoria Mason. Yvonne Squire. For the award of Foundation Degree of Arts in Supporting Learning, I present Rebecca Johnson-Brown. Jane Spencer. Tracy Welsh. Suzanne Yates. For the award of Foundation Degree of Arts in Supporting Young People, Children and Families, I present Helen Charles. Tanya Khan. Jane Lum. Sarah Morris. Fatima Ravat. Mandy Reeve. Sheila Shoesmith. For the award of Bachelor of Arts in Professional Practice, Early Childhood Studies, I present Ghazala Yunus.
I now invite Professor Maureen Meikle to present awards from the Department of Humanities.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I am pleased to present the following. For the award of Master of Arts in Victorian Studies, I present Josh Pocklad.
I now invite Ms. Catherine O'Connor to present awards for journalism from the Department of Business, Media and Journalism.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I'm pleased to present you the following. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Broadcast Journalism, I present Janelle Benjamin. One Chappie. Rachel Gallagher. Daniel Lynch. Edward Watson. Emma Wilkinson. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Magazine Journalism, I present Sally Gregson. Tom Swain. For the award of Postgraduate Diploma in Print Journalism, I present Samantha Hepworth. And for the award of Master of Arts in Magazine Journalism, I present Kane Fulton.
I now invite Dr. Amanda Fulford to present awards from the Department of Secondary Education.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I am pleased to present the following. For the award of Professional Graduate Certificate in Secondary Education Drama, I present Katie Hemingway. For the award of Professional Graduate Certificate in Secondary Education, Religious Education, I present Katie Hyman. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Secondary Education, I present Marcella Gorn. And for the award of Master of Arts in Education, I present Gemma Waywell.
I now invite Dr. Julie Brunton to present awards from the Department of Sport, Health and Nutrition.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I'm pleased to present for the award of Certificate of Higher Education in Physical Education, Joan Haynes. For the award of Foundation Degree of Arts in Supporting Learning, Sport, Physical Education and Health, I present Nicola Beresford. Simon Clemison. Joanne Collington. Ashley Hardy. Andrew McIntyre. Niall O'Brien. Daniel Royston. Zoe Tisington. For the award of Master of Science in Health and Wellbeing, I present Katie Susanna Ellis.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move to the presentation of prizes. I invite Professor Maureen Meikle to present for the Department of Humanities.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I present to you Josh Pocklad, recipient of the Leeds Trinity University Prize and the John Murray Prize.
I invite Dr. Paul Coman to present for the Department of Children, Young People and Families.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, I present to you Samantha Hay, recipient of the Children, Young People and Families Departmental Prize.
I now invite the Chancellor, Mrs. Gabby Logan, to give her address.
Thank you, and thank you, of course, as well to the Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, the academic staff, the parents, the families, the friends who've all made it here, and, of course, our graduates who are now in proud possession of their certificates, sitting there knowing the hard work of walking from there to there is done. And those heels, if they get any higher, ladies, we're going to have to shorten that walk. I'm very, very impressed with some of the ability to stay upright there. As always, you're beaming right now, having looked a little bit apprehensive just beforehand, because the hard work is well and truly done. And you are at the end of what has been, I hope, a really enjoyable journey. And when I was thinking about what to say today, because I think this is the third time I've stood up at this lectern, and I wanted to try and make it a little bit different every time, even though you weren't here the last time, of course, that I was standing up here. I was thinking about where to draw inspiration from, and I wanted to talk about reaching the end of a journey and how you get there and the challenges along the way. And then last week, something happened which has basically hardly left my mind since, and that was the passing of Nelson Mandela. And I thought, what a place to start from, a man who had such an incredible journey in his life, such an incredible turning point in his life, a change in the way he looked at life through his 27 years on Robben Island. And I don't know if, like me, I've been devouring the articles and the coverage on radio stations, the anecdotes, the interviews, the little vignettes that we've heard about this man and his life. We thought we knew a bit about Nelson Mandela, but the last week has shown us there was so many more layers, so much more to learn about him and his struggles and his journey. And just what he has done in his time on this earth to bring peace to a country that was on the edge of civil war, to show us that love is a way and faith and forgiveness are a way forwards in our lives. And so you'll have to forgive me for borrowing some of his amazing quotes. If only I could have come up with some of his quotes. I think many of us, when we hear quotes from famous people, we think, well, yeah, I would have thought of that. I kind of had those ideas, but they just articulate them, don't they, in such brilliant ways, these statesmen and these leaders. And the first one, which is my starting point for you, which is courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. A brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers those fears. And when I was stood up here in the summer, I refer back to my own advice to the graduates, and one of the first things that I said was, don't be scared to fail. So Mandela and I are on the same page on at least that one. He may well have heard about my speech. I doubt it. And I think that is always something that we should bear in mind as we go on our journey in life. Every single one of us is going to face something that well and truly scares us. And everybody's degrees of what scares them and the situations that they find fearful differ. Some people find the most extraordinary things straightforward. Other people find it difficult to stand up and speak to a room. Other people find it difficult to fill in a job application because they're scared of the change that might come from their lives. I'm going to have a scary moment on Sunday night because on Sunday, Leeds is hosting Sports Personality of the Year. Hooray! It's a big moment for Leeds. Yes, it is, because 13,000 people or so will be packed into the Leeds Arena, and about 13 to 15 million at home, we hope, if they're not watching the X Factor, are going to be watching BBC One and Sports Personality of the Year. In terms of audience reach and audience in an arena, it's certainly one of the biggest things I've ever been involved with, along with Claire Balding and Gary Lineker will be hosting that on the night. And so much can go wrong. So many things can fail, and so many things could be thrown at us in the last minute. Guests not turning up, people not answering the questions the way you want them to. Technically, there's so much happening, live music, lights, and everything else. Of course, if you think about it in those terms, you'd never walk onto the stage at the beginning of the evening. And I could stand here and think, well, that's a really scary prospect. I don't think I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to be besieged with nerves. Or I could say, wow, what an amazing opportunity to go out there and to experience something like that. Because when it gets to 10:30 and I get that glass of champagne, I really want to enjoy it. I don't want to have any regrets about anything I've left on that stage, anything that I could have asked, anything I could have said. And the key to that, generally, is preparation. And you'll find that in whatever you do in your lives. And it wasn't Mandela who said it. It was actually a golfer who said, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. And that is one of the adages that I try and carry through most of the things I do, because whatever it is you're choosing to do, if you do your homework and your background, the fear somehow diminishes a little bit because you're armed with more knowledge, you're armed with more opportunity to go into those situations. So I'll promise I'll do my very, very best for you on Sunday night and do my research. And if you're watching and laughing on television as I trip up or something as I go onto the stage, well, that was obviously not my fault. That was something on the floor. But I will have butterflies at 7:30 on Sunday evening for sure, but they'll be good butterflies. And the fear that I have, I'm going to harness and use in a positive way. And I think while Mandela may have been talking about much more serious, life-changing things, because let's be honest, hosting Sports Personality is not particularly serious, he might have been talking about leaving a damaging relationship, entering into a new partnership, accepting a job offer that might move you across another side of the world. All things that could cataclysmically change your life, or they could change it for the very best and make your life more enriched in many ways. But you may hesitate, you may think about how are those changes going to affect my life? And sometimes it's a leap of faith, and sometimes it's embracing the fear and knowing that when you come through the other side, you will only ever be richer for those experiences. He also said, don't judge me by my success, but how many times I fell down and got back up. And when I read that recently, because it's one of those quotes that you've heard over the years, it did make me think a lot of the world I work in predominantly, which is sport. I see it a lot in sport. I don't know if you remember an Olympian called Catherine Granger, who was in the Olympics in 2012 in London, but she'd done 3 Olympic Games before that. She's a rower. And in those 3 Olympic Games, going right back to Sydney, so Sydney, Athens and Beijing, Catherine Granger achieved a silver medal in the Olympic Games. So 3 silver medals, which most of us would say is pretty good. We wouldn't class that as a failure. In Catherine's mind, that wasn't gold. She was going for gold. So what did Catherine do at the age of 34 in Beijing, when she would be 38 in London? Did she think, I should probably retire and finish off my PhD and go and get a proper job? Or did she decide she would have one more crack at gold? Well, of course, she went for gold and she achieved gold at the ripe old age of 38 in London with her partner, Anna Watkins. And to me, Catherine is the personification of that whole saying of falling down and getting back up and doing it again and again, because to her it was a failure when she didn't achieve gold, but she harnessed that and she took that feeling forwards. And I see it so many times, as I say, in sport, people who achieve actually the very, very best. I mean, you could even argue David Beckham after the 98 World Cup, when he was absolutely lambasted by the press for the way he kicked out the Argentinian player Simeone in that crucial game for England against Argentina, and England went on to lose and the nation was on his back. And a strength of character pulled him through and turned him right round into a national hero. Think what you like about him, but he used that failure, harnessed it, and moved on. And we could give you so many more examples of people who do that in sport. My own big failure, because I know you want to know, when I was at ITV, and I thought I was pretty much at the pinnacle of my career. I was 30 years old, I was hosting the Champions League, and a new boss came along, he decided I wasn't the apple of his eye. I wasn't even going to be an apple on ITV anymore, and he didn't really want me. And so he didn't really sack me, because then he'd have had to pay me lots of money. He just stopped using me and stopped giving me work to do, and eventually sent me home rather ingloriously in the middle of a World Cup and said I didn't need to do any more shows. And I came home and I was feeling completely bereft. I thought my career was over. I felt like it had been pulled from underneath me, everything I'd worked hard for. And I had very, very big doubts in my mind about whether I wanted to go on in this career and should I do something else. And I could do 100 things, I told myself. But no, I really did actually want to do this. And BBC called me in and said they wanted to give me some opportunities. And actually, it was the best thing that ever happened. I had to kind of rebuild myself from the ground up again. They slashed my pay. They gave me pretty much a kind of basic shows to start off with. I went from my last game at ITV, being a Champions League final, to my first game on BBC. I was at Kenilworth Road for Luton against Blackburn Rovers. It's hardly what you'd call the glamour end of football. And I remember sitting there on this cold morning thinking, OK, here we go again, we'll start again. And I did, and that's 10 years ago. So in that time at the BBC, I feel like I've learnt 4 times what I'd learnt in the previous few years. And I would not be without that horrible few months of my life where I thought everything was kind of over in my career and I was going to have to start again, because it certainly has given me a real boost going forwards, because I know I can come through those times, and you will have those challenging times, and only through going through them do you know when you get to the other side that you can cope, whatever it is, whether it's professional or work. So the 4 key observations that I mentioned the last time I stood up here, I think it's fair to share with you as well. I don't think it's fair that all the other graduates get them. Take them if you will, use them, or just toss them to one side when you have your first glass of champagne outside. This is the first one, every single successful person that I have ever met or worked with has one thing in common. They work really, really hard. There are no shortcuts. They work long hours, they put in the work, they don't expect something for nothing. They sometimes work for free at the beginning of their careers if that's what it takes, but they work really, really hard, harder than the next person who's not quite as successful, but they all really enjoy what they do. Keep enjoying what you do, and it'll never ever feel like you're doing a day's work. It's easier said than done sometimes, I know, but if you keep in mind what your goal is and where you want to be, it will feel a little bit easier, and you can go with a smile on your face to work. I think Mandela and I on the failure one, that's point 2. We've covered that nicely. 3, be kind to people on your way up or where you work, because you never know when you're going to need those people at some point in your career. I meet so many people in my industry who think that somebody who's working, as they would say, below them doesn't need to be treated with civility and kindness, and actually that person could be a really quick riser and suddenly be their boss. And it happens in all kinds of industries, and there's absolutely no need not to be kind to people, and you'll get on so much quicker if you do, and if you give them time, because legacy is so important in any business. And don't be constrained by other people's limits. That's my final little bit of advice. Don't let anybody tell you what you're capable of. You know what you're capable of, and don't be defined what other people think you should achieve and where they think you should go, because you know exactly where you can go. And finally, which isn't one of my 4 points, obviously, if you're counting, if you're still tuned in with me, you'll know we've had the 4 points. Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon that we can use to change the world. And you know that because you're changing your lives because of education. And I'm sure that he also at some point would have added that you should never ever stop learning. This isn't the end of your learning journey. In many ways, it's just the beginning. And I'm very proud as Chancellor always to stand here and to stand up there and look in the whites of your eyes and see the hope and the excitement about the futures you've got ahead. And you have got very exciting futures ahead. I'm always proud to come and emotional to come into this chapel, because it's a place where we gather here, a small group of us, on a collective journey, and I hope that I'll see you again doing great things in the future. Thank you very, very much, and good luck.
Thank you very much, Chancellor, for that wonderfully inspiring address. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite Mr. Josh Pocklad, graduate and prize winner, to give the vote of thanks on behalf of the graduates. Josh, if you'd like to come forward.
Good afternoon, everyone. 5 years ago, I came to Leeds Trinity to study on an Access to Higher Education course run by Park Lane College but delivered at this campus. Although the course only lasted 1 year, I have remained at Leeds Trinity ever since, going on to study for both my undergraduate and master's degrees here. The fact that I chose to stay at Leeds Trinity at each of these junctures in my education tells you that I've been very happy here. I'm sure that everyone graduating today will agree with me when I say that Leeds Trinity has been a most rewarding and vibrant place to study. This is in no small part down to the staff at the university, who in my experience are all incredibly hard-working, helpful and understanding. The university is small, a fact which those on the outside might perceive as a drawback. Yet I have found that the compact nature of Leeds Trinity fosters a familiar atmosphere between those studying and teaching, and being a name rather than just a student number has been very important to me. I feel that the environment here has enabled me to develop immensely both personally and academically, and that Leeds Trinity has equipped me with the skills and the confidence necessary to succeed in my future career. Once again, I'm sure each one of you here today will share this feeling, and therefore, on behalf of everyone who has just received their degree, I would like to give a huge thank you to those who have worked so hard to make our time here a success. Finally, I would like to congratulate all graduates on their achievement and wish them the very best for the future.
I now invite Mr. Ian Burrell, Chair of the Board of Governors, to say a few closing remarks.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor. Distinguished guests, members of the academic procession, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Governors of Leeds Trinity University, it gives me enormous pleasure to congratulate you, our newest graduates to Leeds Trinity University. Graduation is a very special occasion, the culmination of your educational journey to date, giving you the chance to reflect on and celebrate your achievements. It is also a day that marks the beginning of a new chapter in your lives, as you leave your student life behind you and begin to forge your future. For some, this journey has already begun, as we have heard from the considerable successes shared by our Vice-Chancellor. Some of you may continue on to further study, and some of you will take this opportunity to consider where you want your future to take you. Your future is yours to create, and I speak for everyone affiliated with Leeds Trinity University in saying this: your future will be very bright, and that I do not doubt. I was very struck by Josh Pocklad's words in his vote of thanks about what he valued and how he felt the university had prepared him and his fellow graduates for career success. I am sure these words resonated with everyone, reinforcing what we strive to do from the moment you apply to us to long after you graduate. You achieve more than a degree at Leeds Trinity University. Our degrees are highly vocational, preparing our graduates for employment through professional work placements they complete as part of their degree, the volunteering opportunities arranged by the university, and the employability skills embedded into every single course. All Leeds Trinity University graduates leave with invaluable professional work experience as well as a degree, and you only need to look at the past successes of our graduates to see the doors this will open for you. Award-winning and highly successful, you will find our graduates making their mark in newsrooms, classrooms, media organisations, sports organisations, voluntary organisations and boardrooms throughout the region, the country and indeed the world. It comes as no surprise that our graduates have been amongst the most employable in the country for over a decade, with the latest figures from the Higher Education Statistics Agency revealing that 91% of Leeds Trinity's recent graduates are in work or further study 6 months after graduating. Leeds Trinity is only as successful as its graduates, and I have no doubt that next year I will be proudly telling our graduates the very same thing, as we reflect on the success that you will enjoy after you leave today as graduates and begin your careers. We are sad to see you leave today, but wherever your career takes you, please remember that you will always be treasured as part of the community at Leeds Trinity. Your student journey may have come to an end, but today we are delighted to welcome you to a new community, being the Leeds Trinity University alumni community. Our alumni are a successful community of exceptional individuals making their mark on the world. Their career successes may take them to all four corners of the globe, but they also continue to make their mark on Leeds Trinity University, playing an active and invaluable role in the development of our students, our future graduates. Our alumni prepare our students for their future careers by providing professional work placements in their organisations. They provide a first step on the career ladder through graduate internships and by employing our graduates. They return to our campus to deliver inspiring talks and workshops to students and share their experiences online via blogs and case studies on the Leeds Trinity website. It is a nurturing relationship between Leeds Trinity and its alumni that we cherish, and we look forward to continuing this relationship with you. I speak for everyone affiliated with the university by once again extending my sincere congratulations and best wishes for what I know will be a very bright future. It has been an honour to have you with us, and I hope you feel proud to graduate from Leeds Trinity University. We hope you have enjoyed your special day, and I invite you and your guests to continue the celebrations in our atrium, where a reception awaits you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please now stand for the academic recession and remain standing whilst the procession leaves the chapel.